everybody? It is Brandon Foster, next level mindset expert and confidence coach here with another incredible, I want to say testimonial, but really a source of encouragement for all of you thinking about doing the Born to Slay mindset mastermind, next level self-confidence results in your business. And I have the incredible Miss Jamie here today. How you doing, boo?
I'm wonderful. I'm so excited to be here.
Me too. So let's start and just tell everybody about your business and where you're from.
So I am the owner of Adventures by Jamie. So we are a full service travel agency, but that specializes in accessible travel. So, for those of you that don't know me, I am in a power wheelchair. And so travel looks different for me. And with that, I really wanted to help those like myself to be able to see the world. And I live in the Tampa, Florida area.
Yes, do not let Jamie fool you, because she is like Professor Xavier. She has more superpowers than you could possibly imagine. So Jamie, tell all of everybody where your business and your mindset was before deciding to join Born to Slay.
Well, I always laugh because, I've known you for quite some time, and I've always been very impressed and inspired by you and your mindset teaching and all of that. And when I came into the program, I very vividly remember me saying, like, I don't know what you're going to teach me because I have a great mindset. I know I'm going to kill this. My business had been a $1 million in sales company 2 years in a row. I was feeling already pretty confident. However, I also really believe in the importance of mindset. And again, I just adore you so much and see how you really transformed not only businesses, but lives for people. And I'm like, okay, I want a piece of this. And so decided to sign up.
And I do remember that conversation. So I am curious, what was it that made you think, well, maybe there is something that I'm missing? What was the piece that you felt like needed to be shifted or rearranged going into this?
I feel like, and I say it often, if nothing changes, nothing changes. I say that to friends, family, my team, and so I just felt like I was in a state of sort of constant just repetition, going with the flow of things, and also feeling overwhelmed because, I am part of, I own another marketing company. I'm part of another company, there's a lot on the plate, so I was feeling overwhelmed. But I don't know, it was just more of that repetition and I wanted growth. I don't like being stagnant, I like building and so I was quite confident that you could help me figure out maybe things that I just wasn't seeing.
I love that. And so, of course, the next question is, what changed as a result of doing Born to Slay in your mindset and in your business?
The biggest thing for me, and it's not that I didn't probably subconsciously already know it, but I have a very, very bad relationship with time. Very bad. In that I just don't have an off switch. I think part of that is I love what I do so much. I love helping people so much that it doesn't feel like work to me. But what was happening is I was working until 10 o'clock at night. My personal relationships with people, with myself, were lacking, you know, just because I was just so focused on grow the business, be better, and it took having really deep, difficult, in a sense, conversations with you, and also just the especially the time, module and everything, to really understand, like, what, I have to make some changes here. And when you told me that I needed to take 2 days a week for myself, I thought you were crazy. Like, how could I do that? Are you kidding me? I'll do one. I'll try one. And I started with one, and I remember because it was in between two of our private coaching calls. I did one, and then maybe a week before our call, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take that second day for myself and see what that looks like. And Brandon, when I tell you, it just felt so good. And, because I became that person that was only living by the calendar. The calendar was dictating my life, not the reverse, not me dictating what was on that calendar. And it even became a joke with my family that, like, let me pencil you in, mom and dad, because I don't have time. So that was the biggest, I feel like, change in understanding that as much as I like to believe I'm Superwoman and I can do it all, there needs to be that balance of personal time, to just be,
I love that. I love that. I love that so much. How would you describe those one-on-one conversations for people who have never had the opportunity to work with me one-on-one? What is that like?
It's pure magic. First, it really is. But no, it I feel like you have to be willing when you go into these one-on-one calls to be vulnerable, to be open and honest, and willing to receive what you are going to tell us about ourselves, that we might need to, that maybe we internally know, subconsciously know, but we're fighting. But you just give this wealth of information. I mean, if I could have on those calls with you all day, I would have, because but I always get things, that I know are going to better my life from talking to you. So the one-on-one calls, like I said, they really work pure magic.
Well, I appreciate that. And what would you say is the secret sauce in the core curriculum? Because there's 13 modules, and you've actually done some mindset content I've created for another high-level mastermind. So what were the secret sauces this time around?
I think just firstly looking into your past, I mean, I feel like as a 45-year-old woman that, again,
what? You're 45? Get out of here, boo.
45. I am. But as a 45-year-old woman, I feel like I've pretty much have myself together. I didn't feel like I was holding on to traumas that have happened in my life, or things that I needed to, or people, I should say, that I needed to forgive, or, I mean, I felt good and everything, but really being challenged to think about those things, or even if it wasn't something that I needed to forgive, just maybe things that have happened in my past, or why I have this relationship with time, so I feel like every single module, because yes, I know the teachings that you do elsewhere, but this is really my first time on such a high level of going through your training. And so the fact that every single module that you take us through, it's just like the next step of, reaching your aha moment, so I think just the whole training combined is like the perfect recipe to unlocking, whatever it is that you're needing to unlock. I mean, it just is so powerful. And I love that even though now I'm graduated from the program, I have this roadmap that I can roll down time and time and time again. So, it's not a one and done kind of coaching,
Yes, I love that. I love that so much. You know that I did this. I say we, that's me and God. We did that intentionally because I wanted something that, as anybody goes through their business and they hit their sales goal, or they hit their, for you, like rest, relaxation, changing your relationship with time, your relationship with time, your sales can always go on another level. So you can start back at the beginning and work through it all the way over again, all the live long day. And I love that so much. I am curious, how has having that relationship with time changed and getting 2 days back for you? What has that opened up for you in terms of your business?
Oh, wow. A lot. When I did that, I was fearful, I guess would be the correct word, of just, am I sort of, I don't even know what the correct saying is, or the correct analogy, but am I hindering myself of making the income that I was used to making, away some time? But what it did was it opened me up so much more to build and grow in my company. And now it's, I mean, I'm a very faithful person as well. And so God is just showing up in the biggest ways right now, that would not have fully been possible because I wouldn't have had the time to do what's happening right now, had I not let that other time go, So it's just allowing me, last week I was really, really sick, and it just allowed me to breathe and not be looking at my phone thinking, okay, I have X amount of meetings and I have X, Y, and Z to do today. It's like those 2 days were mine to do with whatever I needed to do. And last week it was doing nothing and listening to my body, so.
Those are amazing. Those are huge wins. Now, you haven't mentioned this, so I want to mention this because I am curious about this impact too, because one of the things that I love is the ripple effect of how when someone goes through this course or goes through this container and you change your relationship with who you are and you understand the principles better and you change your relationship with the divine, co-creation is a big piece of this. You are not just a coach in another mastermind for travel entrepreneurs. You're also the leader of the coaches for this high level mastermind, which is amazing. So my question for you is, how has this container impacted those that you coach and what you do in that way?
It has been phenomenal because I feel like I have the tools needed to be a better leader for them, to recognize when I see the overwhelm and to be able to help help them better manage what they're feeling, or, to talk about things that are happening with students that they're struggling with. How do I support them better? And it is just, I feel like my toolkit for them as a leader has just been existentially filled, that I am better equipped as a leader to them because of this course, for sure.
Amazing. So last question, what would you say to anybody who's on the fence, who's afraid of investing the time and the money, who's just a little bit scared, but they're on that fence? What would you say to them, Boo?
You need to get over that fence. You need to get over that fence, because you will, again, I was the one I don't know why I'm here, Brandon. I got nothing. I don't know, but truly, you will come out of this a completely different person, a better person, a more put together person, a person that is just excited and energized, but that you have the tools, the techniques, the support. I love that too. You're always there encouraging and everything. So, yeah, it is the best decision for your business, for your personal life. Just do it.
Amazing. Well, Jamie, thank you so much for your time today. I certainly appreciate it. And I cannot wait to hear how all the seeds that we planted together continue to grow bigger and bigger and bigger and more bountiful. And we'll definitely be checking back in with you. So thank you so much for your time and for sharing your experience with everybody else to encourage them. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for everything.
Bye.